Jai Sitaram. Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitayah Pateye Namaha. Balakand, chapter 65, Visvamitra the Brahmarishi. In the previous chapter, we have seen how Visvamitra cursed Rambha to be a stone for 10,000 years, and then since he realized that he has no control over his anger, he conducted some very severe austerities, the likes of which had never been seen before. And in this chapter, we will learn how he becomes a Brahmarishi. Verse 1. अत हैमवतीं राम दिशं त्यक्त्वा महामुनिः पूर्वां दिशम् अनुप्राप्य तपः तेपे सुदारुणम्. Thereafter the great sage left the slopes of the Himalaya for its eastern parts and renewed his dread tapas. Verse 2. Maunam varsha sahasrasya kritva vratam anuttamam chakara apratimam Rama tapaha parama dushkaram. Of a truth, it was unparalleled in the annals of men and seemed almost an impossible task, his vow of absolute silence for 1,000 years. Verse 3. पूर्णे वर्ष सहस्रे तु काष्ठ भूतं महामुनिं विघ्ने बहुभिः अधूतं क्रोधो न अंतरम आविशत् सह कृत्वा निश्चयं राम तप आतिष्ठत् अव्ययम्. When the long period drew to a close, Visvamitra had become as impervious to external sensations as any block of wood or stone. Countless were the obstacles thrown in his path by the ever-watchful gods, but anger failed to find a way into his heart. Terrible was the vow he made, and right manfully did he keep it. Verses 4 and 5. Tasya varsha sahasrasya vrate purne mahavratah bhoktum arabdhavan annam tasmin kale raghuttama Indro dvijatihi bhutva tam siddha annam ayachat. The 1,000 years are past, and the man of iron will sits down to break his long fast, when Indra comes unto him as a Brahmana and asks to be fed. Verses 6 and 7. Tasmaihi datva tada siddham sarvam vipraya nishchitah nisheshite anne bhagavan abhuktva iva mahatapah. न किंचित अवदत विप्रम मौन व्रतम उपास्थितः तथा एव आसीत पुनः मौनम अनुच्छ्वासन चकारः. At once the sage of mighty vows offers him the ready food with all reverence, and true to his vow of silence, he speaks not a word to the Brahmana, who ate what Visvamitra was about to sit down to after long years of fasting. Verse 8. Atha varsha sahasram cha na uchchavasan munipungabah tasya anuchchavasamanasya murdhni dhuma vyajayata trailokyam yena sambhrantam atapitam iva abhavat. Another 1,000 years did he carry on his tapas, more terrible if possible, in that he breathed not. His life breaths restrained within his frame, thick clouds of smoke began to issue from the crown of his head and lighted up the three worlds, stupefying the beings therein. Verses 9 and 10. Tato devarshi gandharvaha pannaga uraga rakshasaha mohita tapasa tasya tejasa mandarashmayaha Kashmala upahataha sarve pitamaham atha abruvan. Distracted through the overpowering energy of the sage, deprived of the natural brilliance by his awful tapas, and rendered dull and heavy, gods and asuras, Gandharvas, Pannagas, and Rakshasas sought the presence of the lotus-born one and lifted unto him hands of despair and woe-begone countenances. Verse 11. Bahubihi karanaihi deva vishvamitro mahamunihi lobitaha kroditaha chaiva tapasa cha abhivardhate. We are at our wits' end, having exhausted all our arts to beguile the terrible Visvamitra or to rouse him to anger. But alas, our anxious labors do but render the progress of his tapas the more rapid. Verse 12. Nahi asya vrijnam kinchit drishyate sukshmam api atha na diyate yadi tu asya manasa yat abhipsitam vinashya yati trailokyam tapasa sa chara acharam. Search as we would, we could not find the least flaw in him, nay, not the slightest, not the subtlest. Deny him the desire of his heart, and he will, through the worlds, send dire ruin and destroy every object of creation therein. Verse 13. Vyakulaha cha dishaha sarvana cha kinchit prakashate sagaraha kshubhitaha sarve vishiryante cha parvataha. The quarters, behold, are dull and dark. The ocean waves toss their rebellious crests on high. The mighty hills are rent in twain, and nothing is bright. Verse 14. Prakampate cha vasudha vayuhu vati iha sankulaha brahman na pratijanimo nastiko jayate janaha. The earth trembles in affright and the wind blows in sullen gusts. People are becoming non-theistic and we do not know what to do. Verse 15. Samudham iva trailokyam samprakshubhitha manasam bhaskaro nishprabha chaiva maharishehe tasya tejasa. The world stands in dull despair, relieved by fits of anxious care. The bright sun is but a dark cloud before the fiery radiance of the sage. Verse 16. Buddhim na kurute yavat nashe deva mahamunihi tavat prasado bhagavan agni rupo mahadyutihi. Hasten thou to soften the heart of Visvamitra, ere he sets his mind reducing the whole creation to nothing through the fire of his tapas. Verse 17. Kalagnina yatha purvam trailokyam dahyate akhilam devarajyam chikirsheta diryatam asya yat matam. All the three worlds are burning as though with a fire pralaya. His desire may be granted even if he wants to rule the kingdom of the gods. Verse 18. Tataha suraganaha sarve pitamaha purogamaha vishvamitram mahatmanam vakyam madhuram abruvan. Then Brahma placed himself at the head of the low-spirited gods and proceeding to where the great-souled Visvamitra was engaged in his stern tapas, addressed him in accents sweet and soothing. Verse 19. Brahmarishi Svagatam te astu tapasa sma sutoshitaha Brahmanyam tapasa ugrena praptavan asi kaushika. Hail, Brahmarishi, is it all well with thee? Thy austere tapas won our grace and has placed thee in the forefront of the twice-born ones. Verse 20. Dirgham ayuhu chate brahman dadami sa marudganaha svasti prapnuhi bhadram te gaccha saumya yatha sukham. Take thou from me the happy boon of long life, which the assembled Marut gods are only too glad to confirm. All good be thine, thou Holy One. Free thou art to turn thy steps wherever it may list thee. Verse 21. Pitamaha vachaha shrutva sarvesham tridiva okasam Kritva pranamam mudito vyajahara mahamunehe. The words of the self-born one and the attendant gods fell sweet on the hungry ears of the sage of terrible vows, and with a glad heart and joined palms did he hasten to reply. Verse 22. Brahmanyam yadi me praptam dirgham ayuh tathaiva cha omkaro atha vashatkaro vedaha cha varayantu mam. If granted I am the proud status of a Brahmana and length of years beyond mortals, let Omkara, Vashatkara and the Vedas be fruitful in me, even as they are among the regenerate ones. Verses 23 and 24. Kshatra Veda Vidam Shreshto Brahma Veda Vidam Api Brahmaputro Vasishtho Mam Evam Vadatu Devataha Yadi Ayam Paramaha Kamaha Krito Yantu Sura Rishabhaha. Let Vasishtha, the mind-born son of Brahma, recognize me as such, for he stands peerless among those who are proficient in the Vedas that regulate the lives of the Brahmanas and Kshatriyas. Let the bright gods here give their assent thereunto. Accomplish this, the dearest wish of my heart, and go where you like. Verse 25. Tataha prasadito devaihi vasishto japatam varaha sakhyam chakara brahmarishihi evam astu iti cha abravit. Thereat, the Shining Ones approached Vasishtha and besought the Brahmarishi to make amends with his brother sage. Be it so, he replied, and acknowledged Visvamitra as his equal. You are a Brahmarishi. Verse 26. Brahmarishihi tvam na sandeha sarvam sampadyate tava iti uktva devataha chapi sarva jagmuh yatha agatam. A Brahmarishi art thou, and no doubt of it, everything shalt thou achieve as promised by the divine ones. And the delighted gods went back to their abodes. Verse 27. Vishvamitra api dharmatma labdhva brahmanyam uttamam pujayamasa brahmarishim vasishtam japatam varam. Thereupon, Visvamitra, having achieved the goal of his long and severe efforts and raised himself to the rank of a Brahmana, rendered affectionate reverence unto Vasishtha of mighty spells. Verse 29. Esha Rama Muni Shrestha, Esha Vigrahavan Tapaha, Esha Dharmaha Paro Nityam, Viryasya Esha Parayanam. It was thus, Rama dear, that the high-souled one won the rank of a Brahmana, impossible to attain. And here he stands, the best and foremost of sages. In him you see tapas incarnate. Ever wedded is he unto right. He is the highest ideal of human valor and prowess. So spoke Shataananda of radiant presence, while Janaka and the princely youths drank in the tale with eager ears. So now Sage Shataananda has concluded the narration of the journey of King Visvamitra to Sage Visvamitra, and not just any sage, it is Brahmarishi. Verse 30. एवम् उक्त्वा महातेजा वीरराम द्विजोत्तमः शितानन्द वचः श्रुत्वा राम लक्ष्मण सन्निधौ जनकः प्राञ्जलिः वाक्यम् उवाच कुशिकात्मजम्. Having thus spoken, the most brilliant and best among the Brahmanas, Shataananda, became silent. Then the monarch turned to the mighty descendant of Kushika and spoke over joint palms of reverence. Verse 31. Dhanyo asmi anugrihito asmi yasya me munipungava yajñam kakutsta sahita praptavan asi kaushika. High shines my star and thrice blessed am I, in that thy august self has designed to be present at this my sacrifice along with the royal youths of the line of Ikshvaku. Verse 32. Pavito aham tvaya brahman darshanena mahamune guna bahuvidhaha praptaha tava samdarshanat maya. Best of saints, envied of men, all pure is my soul and free of stain, for I have set my eyes on thee today. Nay, I stand enriched by many an undreamt grace of heart and mind thereby. Verse 33. Vistarena cha vai brahman kirtayamanam mahatapah shrutam maya mahatejo ramena cha mahatmana. Fortunate am I, and Rama too, of noble heart, in that it was given us to listen to the holy recital of thy high ascetic deeds. Verses 34 and 35. Sadasyahi prapya cha sadaha shrutaha ta bahavo gunaha aprameyam tapaha tubhyam aprameyam jati balam. Aprameya gunaha chaiva nityam te kushikatmaja. Many of your virtues have been heard by the members of the assembly present at this sacrifice. Thy tapas is something inconceivable, thy might and thy graces of thy head and heart. Verse 36. Triptihi ascharya bhutanam kathanam na astime vibho karmakalo munishrestha lambate ravimandalam. Never can I hear enough of thy marvelous deeds, but lo, the sun hangs low in the west and calls us to the evening prayers. Verse 37. Shvaha prabhate mahatejo drashtum arhasi mam punaha swagatam japatam shrestha mam anujnatam arhasi. May I pray thee to honor me with thy sacred presence here the earliest hour tomorrow? All glory be thine, thou best of ascetics. I hope I have thy leave to withdraw. Verse 38. Evam ukto munivaraha prashasya purusha rishabham visasarja ashu janakam pritam pritiman tada. To which the Holy One returned meet answer, praising high the noble king, and gladly gave him leave to retire. Verse 39. Evam uktva munishreshtam vaideho mithila adipa pradakshinam chakara ashu sa upadhyaya sa bandavaha. Thereupon Janaka and his kin reverently went around the world-honored one, Shataananda leading them on. Verse 40. Vishvamitro api dharmatma sah Ramah sa Lakshmanah svam vasam abhichakrama pujyamano maharishibhi. Visvamitra then left for his quarters while the assembled sages rose to do him glad reverence, and Rama and his brother followed in his wake. This is the conclusion of the 65th chapter of Balakand. From the next chapter onwards, we are going to enter into the next phase of Balakand, which is the marriage of Sita and Rama. But before that, we have got to get through a small recapitulation so that we can understand the next topic a little bit better. Mangalam Koshalendraya Mahaniya Gunabdeye Chakravarti Dhanurjaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam. Jai Sitaram.